Hi, it's Summer, and I'm so excited to announce the Bows and Books Readathon. This is the first ever readathon that I'm hosting. I'm so excited about it. I've asked a few of my bookish besties to be my co-hosts. Jessie, Gwen, Jordan, and Keisha. I'll make sure to tag all of them in the description. This readathon is going to be happening March 21st through the 24th, so it's kind of on the shorter side. It's only 4 days. It's going to be a chill, cozy, laid-back readathon themed around bows and the coquette aesthetic. If you're not familiar with coquette, you can type it into Pinterest and it'll show you a bunch of pictures of what the vibe is. I'll put some pictures on the screen right now too, just to kind of show you what the imagery and stuff is. Bows are one of like the main icons of coquette, and bows are so popular right now. I'm definitely a bow girly. I'm obsessed with them. So when I was thinking of readathon ideas, this was one of the ones that I was really excited about. For the readathon, we have 3 reading prompts. The first one is to read a book with a bow or ribbon on the cover, or if you're having a hard time finding a book to fit that, you could also have just anything that can be tied into a bow on the cover, like rope or thread. You can get creative with it. For prompt number 2, since bows are traditionally very feminine, you can read a book by a female author. And then the third prompt is pick a bow. If you go to any of our Instagrams and find the post for this readathon, this is one of the images that you'll see. So when you're choosing your TBR, you'll go to this slide. You'll pick either your favorite bow or just one at random, and then you'll swipe to the next page, and whatever bow that you selected on the previous one will correlate to a prompt on the second page, if that makes sense. Since this is a shorter readathon, definitely feel free to like stack the prompts, make one book fit for all of them. You definitely don't have to read a book for each one of these prompts unless you want to. For photo prompts, for day 1, it's to post a picture of your TBR. For day 2, the prompt is bow. For day 3, it's floral. And for day 4, it's tea. A lot of like coquette aesthetic imagery is like picnics and tea parties, very dainty, girly, feminine things. I also kind of thought it'd be fun to just throw on an activity prompt that you can do, and it's to have your own tea party. You can do this by yourself, with a friend, with your pets. I might be having one with my squishmallows. I just thought it'd be something fun to do during the readathon. We're also going to be doing some reading sprints on the first and last days of the readathon, so the 21st and the 24th. They're both going to be on my channel at 6:00 p.m. Mountain Time. All of this information is on all of our Instagram accounts, and there are also TBR templates on our stories. I also thought that I would quickly show you some recommendations of books with bows or ribbon on the cover, just in case you feel like you might have a hard time finding books for it. Some of these books I've read and some of them I haven't. First, I have Sweet Bean Paste. There's a bow on this girl's outfit. This edition of Little Women, and potentially others, I'm just going off of the one that I have. On this cover, there's a little bow wrapped around a stack of papers. And also the entire cover is made to look like it's embroidered. So you could even say that since this is made out of thread, and thread can be tied into a bow, like that can also count. Like I said earlier, you can definitely get creative with the covers and the prompts. The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. There's a red ribbon right here. This is one that I think I'm going to read for the readathon. It's Strangers and Cousins. This cover is stunning and it definitely fits for the readathon. Then I have Mooncakes because they have shoelaces that are tied into bows. The Wishing Game, there's a little ribbon coming off of this book right here. The Starless Sea. The Gracier because she has a ribbon coming out of her braid right here. The Night Circus. On this cover, this looks like it's a scarf, but on the spine and also the back, it looks like a ribbon to me, so I'm going to count it. This edition of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, it has bows all over it. If you don't mind reading like a winter Christmassy kind of book during this time of the year, I have Love Light Farms. There's a bow on the mistletoe. This is kind of a random and specific one, but Cress. It's the 3rd book in the series, so just in case you've only read the first 2, this one has a bow on the cover. To All the Boys I've Loved Before has this little like ribbon wall hanging on the back, so I feel like that counts. I had to include the OG ribbon cover. That's Eclipse. The Book Eaters, there's a ribbon bookmark right here on the cover. Hooky Volume 1 because there's a bow in her hair. And then Wildwood, there's a little like ribbon kind of thing around this bird. I also have like a special edition of Madeline right here, and that definitely has bows on the cover. I'm also going to put a few pictures of books on the screen that I don't own physically that would also fit for this prompt. If you're more in the mood for like a mystery or a thriller, I know that there's rope on the cover of a certain edition of And Then There Were None, and also Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, so those could also count, because technically you can tie rope into a bow. When you're looking for bows on the cover, definitely look for bow ties and also shoelaces tied into a bow. I'm so excited for this readathon, and I hope that you are too. Leave a bow emoji in the comments if you're planning on participating. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Appalachian sunrise.